The tension between Evelyn Lozada and Christie had been simmering for months, but no one, not even the producers of BBWLA S12, expected it to erupt the way it did. What began as petty shade turned into one of the most explosive, no-holds-barred confrontations in the show's history. It all went down during what was supposed to be a peace dinner, organized to bring the ladies back together after weeks of shade, whispers, and behind-the-scenes betrayal. But the second Evelyn walked into that restaurant, with her signature calm but deadly energy, the vibe shifted completely. Jackie, sitting at the head of the table with that infamous smirk, was ready. Cameras caught the first icy stare, and from that moment on, everyone knew it was about to go down. Insiders say the argument started over a private conversation Jackie allegedly twisted and leaked to the blogs, but what followed went way beyond words. Glasses slammed, voices cracked, and the entire cast was left frozen as two of the show's biggest personalities went head-to-head. Fans are calling it the fight that broke basketball wives. But the real shock? The secret that sparked it all wasn't just petty gossip. It was something deeply personal. Something that could destroy both their reputations forever. It was supposed to be a peaceful dinner, a chance for the ladies of Basketball Wives LA to clear the air and end the season on a high note. But when Evelyn Lozada and Christie were seated at the same table, peace was never an option. The night started beautifully. An elegant rooftop setup glowing under the LA skyline, soft music playing, wine glasses sparkling under fairy lights. But underneath all the glitz, there was an electric tension so thick that even the production crew could feel it. The cameras hadn't even been rolling for 10 minutes when Evelyn and Jackie's energy started to clash like thunderclouds about to collide. Evelyn walked in first, wearing a stunning white jumpsuit that screamed quiet power. Her hair was slicked back, her tone cool, her presence commanding. She greeted everyone politely, but when someone mentioned Jackie's name, her entire expression shifted. Her lips tightened and her eyes flickered, calm on the outside, fury boiling underneath. Evelyn wasn't here to play. She was here to confront the storm head-on. Jackie made her grand entrance next, loud, bold, and dripping in gold from head to toe. She strutted in holding a champagne flute like it was a crown, smiling that notorious Christie smile that always hid a hint of danger. "Ladies," she announced, her voice echoing across the rooftop. "I hope y'all came ready to talk like grown women tonight." Her tone sounded friendly, but everyone knew. When Jackie said grown women, what she really meant was, "I'm about to drag somebody." Evelyn didn't even look up. She kept her eyes on her drink, coolly replying, "I'm here to listen, as long as the truth is finally on the table." The temperature dropped instantly. Brandy whispered under her breath to Malaysia, "This is about to get messy." Once everyone was seated, the tension thickened. Jackie wasted no time. "Let's get this straight," she started, her voice firm. "People out here saying I'm leaking stories to blogs. That's a lie. I don't need to leak nothing about anyone to stay relevant." She leaned back, arms folded, eyes locked on Evelyn. "Especially not you." Evelyn looked up slowly, her calm composure like a bomb waiting to explode. "Jackie," she said, her voice dangerously even, "you and I both know that's not true. The story that came out about me didn't just happen. The words, the phrasing, it was something I told you in confidence, word for word." Jackie's eyebrows shot up. "Girl, please. You think I've got time to worry about what's going on in your life?" Evelyn's lips curled into a tight smile. "You've always got time for drama, especially when you're the one creating it." That hit Jackie hard. She slammed her hand on the table, making the glasses jump. "Don't get cute, Evelyn. You want to sit here and act like you're innocent? You've been running your mouth about me for weeks." Evelyn finally leaned in, her tone sharper now. "I said what everyone else is too afraid to say. You manipulate people. You stir the pot and then you play victim when it blows up. You've been doing it for years, Jackie. Everyone sees it." Jackie's laugh was dark, almost taunting. "Manipulate? Sweetheart, I don't need to manipulate. I'm real. That's why people keep me on this show. You? You come and go when it's convenient." Evelyn shot back. "No, you're messy. There's a difference. You'll throw anyone under the bus for a storyline." The tension was suffocating. Even the servers froze mid-step, unsure whether to step in or stay out of the blast zone. Evelyn leaned back in her chair, eyes cold and cutting. "You can pretend all you want, Jackie, but you and I both know why that story leaked. It's jealousy, Jackie blinked, clearly taken aback. Jealous of you? Girl, stop. Evelyn tilted her head, unbothered. You can deny it all you want, but you've been competing with me since the day I joined this show. You hate that fans still talk about me, that my name carries weight, and that no matter what, people still root for me. That eats you alive. Jackie laughed so loud it echoed across the rooftop. You're delusional. I've got a husband, a family, and a name that built this brand. You're just mad that I don't kiss up to you like everyone else does, Evelyn smirked. A name built on drama, not respect. You've made enemies out of everyone in this circle, Jackie. Maybe that's why Doug's the only one still putting up with you. That line cut deep. Jackie's whole face changed. The laughter disappeared, replaced with pure rage. You don't bring my husband into this, she shouted, standing up so suddenly her chair screeched backward. Evelyn stood too, unflinching. Then stop playing with my name. The other women gasped as both of them were now face to face, voices raised, emotions spilling. Brandy tried to intervene. Ladies, sit down, please. This is going too far. But neither of them heard her. Jackie pointed at Evelyn, her hand shaking with fury. You better keep my family out of your mouth, or I swear, Evelyn interrupted with a cold, controlled tone. Or what, Jackie? You'll throw another drink? You'll scream and cry until someone feels sorry for you? You've been doing the same thing every season, and we're tired of it, Jackie's voice cracked. You think you can play me on camera? I'll make sure your little image gets ruined before the reunion. Evelyn tilted her head and whispered, Try me. And just when it seemed like it couldn't get any worse, Jackie crossed the line that no one expected. She leaned in and hissed, You want to talk about leaks? Let's talk about who you've been sleeping with to get your name in those headlines. The rooftop exploded in gasps. Even the producers were speechless. Evelyn froze for half a second, her face a mix of shock and fury. Then she turned around slowly, her voice trembling but lethal. Say that again, Jackie smirked. You heard me. Evelyn's chair screeched as she pushed it back. You've officially lost it, Jackie. You think throwing around lies makes you powerful? You're pathetic. Jackie took a step closer. Pathetic is pretending to be perfect when everybody knows your past. Before it could escalate further, security rushed in, separating the two. Evelyn's voice carried across the rooftop as she shouted, You just made the biggest mistake of your career. Jackie yelled back, You started it! The dinner ended in chaos. Glasses shattered, producers panicked, and the rest of the cast stunned into silence. What was supposed to be reconciliation had turned into open warfare. And as Evelyn stormed off into the night, one thing was clear. This wasn't just reality TV anymore. This was personal, and the world was about to find out exactly how deep this feud went. The aftermath of Evelyn and Jackie's rooftop explosion sent Basketball Wives LA into a full-blown frenzy. The next morning, social media was on fire. Fans were dissecting every second of the footage that had already leaked online. The moment Jackie slammed her hand on the table, Evelyn's icy stare, and that final venom-filled accusation that nearly broke the internet. Hashtags like Evelyn vs Jackie, BBWLA Chaos, and that dinner fight were trending across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok within hours. The cast group chat? Pure mayhem. Malaysia tried to calm things down with a neutral message. Ladies, we need to talk this out off camera. But Brandy responded instantly. Girl, good luck with that. Evelyn's done. She said she's not filming another scene with Jackie. The producers, of course, were loving every minute. They had gold on their hands, the kind of unfiltered, raw drama that gets viewers glued to their screens. Evelyn, however, wasn't celebrating. She was furious. The next day, she went live on Instagram, her face calm but her tone ice cold. There's a difference between reality TV and real life, she said, looking straight into the camera. When someone lies on your name, when they come for your family or your character, that's when lines get crossed. And Jackie? She crossed every single one. Within minutes, fans flooded her comments. We got your back, Evelyn, one wrote. Jackie's jealous, another posted. But Evelyn wasn't just ranting for sympathy. She was carefully crafting her response, turning the scandal into her redemption arc. Meanwhile, Jackie was on the opposite side of town, in her confessional shoot, spinning her version of events. Evelyn wants to play the victim, she told the cameras, flipping her long hair dramatically. But she's not innocent. She's been spreading lies, pretending she's above the drama when she's knee-deep in it. I just told the truth. If she can't handle it, that's on her. If she can't handle it, that's on her. The editors didn't even need to add music. Her tone alone was pure theater. But behind the scenes, the tension was more than professional. It was personal. Jackie felt betrayed. For years, she had been the one to stir things up for the sake of the show. But deep down, she'd always believed there was an unspoken code. No matter how wild things got on camera, you don't cross the personal line. Yet Evelyn's jab about Doug, Jackie's husband, had cut her to the core. "You can talk about me all you want," Jackie said during a production break, tears glinting in her eyes. "But you don't disrespect my marriage. That's the one thing I don't play about." Evelyn, on the other hand, was equally adamant that she'd been pushed too far. "She went for my reputation," Evelyn told her glam team while getting ready for a radio interview. "She knows exactly what she's doing, trying to drag me back to that old version of myself. The one who reacts. The one who fights. But I'm not giving her that satisfaction." Still, as much as she wanted to keep it classy, the fire inside her wouldn't go out. She was done staying silent. When asked about Jackie's comments during the interview, Evelyn leaned in toward the mic and said sharply, "Let's just say some people thrive on chaos because it's the only thing keeping them relevant. I'm not naming names, but if the shoe fits..." Fans went crazy. The clip went viral instantly, racking up hundreds of thousands of views. The comment section was filled with fans taking sides. "Jackie needs to chill. She's obsessed with Evelyn. Nah, Evelyn started this. She's playing innocent again. These two are the reason I still watch BBWLA." As the internet argued, the producers saw their chance. They arranged a mandatory sit-down for Evelyn and Jackie. No cameras, no audience, just them and the executive producer mediating. But when both women walked into that studio, it felt less like mediation and more like a heavyweight title fight. Jackie arrived first, sipping iced coffee, her attitude nonchalant but her energy sharp. Evelyn entered minutes later, dressed sleekly in all black, confident, composed, and clearly ready for round two. The producer started, "Ladies, we're not here to fight. We're here to clear the air," Evelyn smirked. "That's impossible when one person keeps lying," Jackie immediately fired back. "You calling me a liar when you literally tried to ruin my name?" "Ruin your name?" Evelyn scoffed. "You ruined your own name." "I just told the truth," Jackie leaned forward. "You're lucky I didn't go deeper. You think I don't know about the stuff you've been hiding? About who you've really been seeing off camera?" Evelyn froze for half a second, her eyes narrowing. "You wouldn't dare," Jackie grinned. "Wouldn't I?" The tension was so thick it was almost cinematic. The producer quickly stepped in before it escalated further, saying, "All right, that's enough. We can't go down that road. What we can do is find a way to move forward." But neither woman wanted to move forward. Evelyn turned to Jackie, her voice low and steady. "I don't ever need to be in the same room as you again." Jackie shrugged. "Perfect. I've been carrying this show for years before you came back. I'll be fine." As soon as the meeting ended, both stormed out in opposite directions, and within hours, gossip blogs were running wild. Headlines exploded across the internet. "Evelyn and Jackie refuse to film together. Producers in panic." Exclusive: Jackie accuses Evelyn of secret relationship with mystery exec. BWLA chaos behind the scenes. Is this the end of Evelyn Lozada? The situation spiraled faster than anyone expected. Sponsors started calling, the network wanted answers, and the cast was divided into two camps, Team Evelyn and Team Jackie. Malaysia tried again to play peacemaker, hosting a brunch for the ladies, but even she knew she was walking into a war zone. Evelyn arrived first, guarded but trying to keep it classy. Jackie showed up 30 minutes late, dramatic entrance, sunglasses on, pretending not to care. The moment their eyes met, you could practically feel the electricity buzzing through the air. "I came here to move forward," Malaysia said softly, setting the tone. Evelyn sighed. "I'm over the drama. I just want accountability." Jackie tilted her head. "Accountability goes both ways." Evelyn rolled her eyes. "Typical Jackie, always deflecting," Jackie smirked. "And you're always performing." The brunch lasted less than 20 minutes before Evelyn stood up. "You can keep playing victim, but I see right through you," she said, pushing her chair back. "You're not mad because I called you out. You're mad because I exposed you." Jackie's smile vanished. "You don't know what you're playing with, Evelyn. Keep talking and I might just tell the real story." Evelyn froze, eyes narrowing. "Is that a threat?" Jackie leaned in slightly, her voice a low whisper. "It's a promise." Everyone gasped. Cameras cut. Producer scrambled. And just like that, the feud that started over words had evolved into something darker, a cold war between two reality titans. Neither woman was backing down. The fans wanted more. The network wanted resolution. But Evelyn and Jackie, they wanted blood. And from that moment on, there was no turning back. By the time filming resumed for the next episode, the Basketball Wives LA set felt like a battlefield disguised as luxury. Every woman was walking on eggshells, producers whispered nervously into headsets, and security quietly doubled their presence. Everyone knew Evelyn and Jackie were scheduled to film in the same space again, and no one knew how it would end. The setting? A charity gala thrown by Malaysia meant to promote unity among women. Ironically, it was about to become the most chaotic event of the season. The cameras panned across diamond chandeliers, designer dresses, and smiling faces that were just one wrong word away from disaster. Jackie arrived first, draped in a bold red gown that screamed confidence and danger. Her smirk alone was enough to turn heads. Evelyn, however, made her entrance later. Sleek black dress, no jewelry, just that calm, cold look that said she wasn't there to play games. For a brief moment, the energy was civil. The ladies toasted, cameras flashed, and producers exhaled in relief. But that peace was short-lived. It all changed the moment a gossip blogger in the audience stood up to ask Jackie a question during her speech. "There are rumors circulating," the blogger said carefully, "that Evelyn exposed something personal about your marriage. Is that true?" Jackie froze. The audience went dead silent. You could practically hear the cameras zoom in. Jackie smiled tightly. "You know, people love to talk," she said into the mic, "but I don't entertain lies." Evelyn, seated at a nearby table, tilted her head, that small, dangerous smirk flashing across her lips. "Lies?" she muttered just loud enough for the mic to catch it. "Interesting choice of word." Jackie's head whipped around. "You got something to say, Evelyn?" "Oh, I've said plenty," Evelyn replied, standing up slowly. "But clearly you still haven't learned how to keep your mouth shut." The crowd gasped. Cameras panned, producers panicked, and Malaysia jumped in like a referee. "Ladies, please, not here!" But Jackie was already fuming. "You love this, don't you?" she snapped. "You love playing victim, making yourself the hero while you tear other women down." Evelyn crossed her arms. "I'm not tearing anyone down. I'm just telling the truth. You did the same thing to me. Difference is, I've got receipts." Jackie's eyes widened. "Receipts? Girl, you don't want to go down that road." "Oh, I do," Evelyn shot back. "Because the world needs to know who you really are when those cameras stop rolling." The music cut, the mic squealed, and everyone froze as Evelyn pulled out her phone. "You want to talk about loyalty? About honesty?" she said, waving it. "Let's talk about the texts. The ones you sent about Doug. About how tired you were of pretending your marriage was perfect for TV." Jackie lunged forward, her voice trembling. "You went through my phone? You're crazy!" Evelyn smirked. "No, I didn't go through anything. Someone you trusted. Maybe you should check your circle before calling me crazy." The audience erupted. Even the other cast members looked stunned. Malaysia covered her face in disbelief. Brandy whispered, "Oh my God," while producers scrambled to cut to commercial. Security quickly stepped in, but Jackie wasn't done. She shouted across the room, her voice echoing, "You're nothing but a manipulator, Evelyn. Always have been, always will be. You use people's pain for storylines." Evelyn took a slow step forward. "And you use lies to stay relevant," she said quietly, her tone icy. "The difference is, I'm not afraid of the truth." Jackie's jaw tightened, and for a split second it looked like she might throw her drink. But instead she smiled, the kind of smile that promised revenge. "You just made the biggest mistake of your life," she whispered, turning to walk out as the cameras followed her. Moments later, Evelyn sank into a chair, shaking her head. "I'm done," she murmured. Done with the drama, done with her energy. Up down, she knew it wasn't over. Because just hours after the gala ended, Jackie struck back, in the most unexpected way. That night, she went live on Instagram, the lighting dim, her tone calm but lethal. "You know what I realized?" she began. "Some women can't stand to see others happy. They'll do anything to destroy what they don't have." She paused, glancing at the comments flooding in. "So let me clear this up once and for all. Evelyn's not who she pretends to be. She's been seeing someone behind the scenes, someone powerful, someone she doesn't want y'all to know about. The internet exploded. Within minutes, blogs picked it up. Jackie Christie exposes Evelyn Lozada's secret relationship. Was everywhere. Fans were losing their minds. Was Jackie bluffing, or did she actually have proof? Evelyn's phone blew up. Her team begged her not to respond. Let it cool down, her publicist said. Don't give her what she wants. But Evelyn couldn't stay silent. Hours later, she posted a cryptic story. When people can't destroy your character, they start spreading lies. Stay tuned. That only fueled the chaos more. Behind the scenes, producers were in full damage control mode. They called both women into emergency meetings to manage the situation. The show was getting massive ratings, but at what cost? The feud was real now, and it was eating through friendships like wildfire. By midweek, Evelyn's allies, Malaysia, Brandy, and even Brooke, started questioning everything. If Jackie's lying, she's crossed a line, Brandy said. But if there's truth to it, then this whole thing is about to blow wide open. The internet divided into factions, Team Evelyn and Team Jackie, arguing day and night over who was telling the truth. Memes, reaction videos, and fan theories flooded social media. Even celebrities chimed in. Messiest season ever, one tweet read. Another joked, they need security, not producers. As for Evelyn, she started planning her next move. She wasn't about to let Jackie win the narrative. If she wants war, Evelyn told a producer off camera, then war is what she'll get. But this time, I'm not holding back. Her tone was chilling, calm, deliberate, dangerous. The stage was set for the ultimate showdown. One final confrontation that would either destroy one of them completely or expose secrets so shocking, Basketball Wives LA would never be the same again. When the dust finally settled, it was clear. This wasn't just another reality TV feud. The Evelyn and Jackie showdown had crossed into legendary territory. What began as whispered rumors and petty shade had spiraled into one of the most personal, explosive battles Basketball Wives LA had ever seen. The betrayal, the secrets, the receipts. It all built to a climax that left fans speechless, producers scrambling, and friendships permanently fractured. Days after the charity gala disaster, the two women hadn't spoken. Evelyn had gone completely silent on social media, posting only cryptic quotes about peace and cutting off toxic energy. Jackie, meanwhile, doubled down, making subtle digs during her podcast and hinting that more truth was coming. The tension wasn't just on screen anymore, it had spilled into the real world. Fans were choosing sides like it was a heavyweight match. Team Evelyn swore she was the victim of manipulation, while Team Jackie claimed she was finally standing up to a queen of deflection. Even the other cast members started to crumble under the pressure. Malaysia admitted in a confessional, "It's not even about who's right or wrong anymore. It's about who's willing to burn the whole showdown to win." And honestly, she wasn't wrong. Behind the scenes, producers faced a nightmare. Evelyn and Jackie refused to film together. Sponsors were threatening to pull out, and executives were torn between damage control and capitalizing on the ratings gold. Every episode teaser broke viewership records, and the internet couldn't stop talking. Rumors of a tell-all reunion special started swirling, a sit-down where Evelyn and Jackie would face off one final time, but whether that showdown ever happens remains to be seen. Because both women have something to lose, and something to prove. Evelyn, with her calm confidence and icy control, seems determined to reclaim her peace and protect her image. Jackie, fierce and unpredictable, looks ready to expose every hidden truth if it means she gets the last word. And that's where things get dangerous. Because as fans, we've seen what happens when pride, power, and pain collide. And in this case, there may be no coming back from it. So the question now is, who's telling the truth? Did Jackie really cross the line out of revenge? Or is Evelyn hiding a secret so explosive it could flip the whole story upside down? Only time, and maybe the next reunion episode I will tell. But one thing's for sure, this feud has changed Basketball Wives LA forever. The alliances are shattered, the trust is gone, and the truth? It's buried somewhere between ego and emotion. Now we want to hear from you. Whose side are you on? Evelyn's or Jackie's? Do you think the fight was justified, or did it go way too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this story is still unfolding. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're shocked by what went down. Subscribe for more insane BBWLA updates. and turn on notifications because the next chapter in this saga is coming, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.